Mr. Suresh Manglani, the CEO of Adani Total Gas, joining us right here on the market. Good morning. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Now, as has been seen in the earnings report card, the higher gas prices have impacted the balance sheet and the financials. But the impact in EBITDA was contained due to lower other expenses. Can you tell us a bit more about that? What is it that the shareholders, the analysts need to watch out for?
Good morning, and thank you very much for inviting ATGL on your channel, ET Now. It is how you look at it. During the quarter and the 9 months period, if you see, our volumes have grown by 25% on year-on-year basis and on 10% on quarter basis. Similarly, we have connected 53,000 homes. We have added 43 stations, CNG stations in this quarter and 70 stations in the 9 months period. And we have to deal with, there was an increase in APM price. And since we are growing, there was also shortfall in the APM allocation, which we need to meet with the, as you said, unprecedented rise which has taken place in RLNG. So around 60% of our gas we supply to homes and CNG, which comes under APM. And the remaining 40% we take some domestically produced gas and the RLNG from the market. So in RLNG market, we have seen an unprecedented increase because of the global factors. So having faced these developments, being the consumer brand of Adani Group and Total Energies, we decided to calibrate what we pass through to the end consumers. And also at the same time, we balance the shareholders' interest in the longer term view. So keeping that in mind, we did not pass through 100%, but we have passed through what our consumers can afford, and so that we can continue to grow and expand, as we have an ambitious vision to expand to another 124 districts now after winning 14 geographical areas. So there is a slight decrease in the EBITDA of around 5% on quarter to quarter. But if you see overall the quarter and 9 months, we have been able to still maintain that consumer wins in our strategy, but shareholder interest also is balanced.
Okay. Thank you for explaining that, Mr. Manglani. And with that, I'd like to go to my next question, and that has to do with the addition of the CNG as well as the PNG stations that we have seen high in the third quarter compared to the previous one, which is, I'm doing a quarter-on-quarter comparison here. How many of these additions have actually taken place? Can you give us a breakup?
Yes, definitely I will share with you the breakup. In fact, our whole aim has been to continuously develop the strong foundation with the base of steel pipeline and the CNG station, so that we can expand and ramp up to the infrastructure development to the end consumers. So in the quarter of October to December, as I stated, we have added 43 CNG stations, out of which 5 has been in the existing geographical area, and 38 have gone to the new geographical area. Similarly, we have connected 189 industrial and commercial consumers. In the 9 months period, we have connected almost 500 consumers. And we have supplied to 53,000 plus new homes the piped natural gas. In the 9 months period, around 25,000 connections we have provided, PNG connections to the homes in the our geographical areas. So as compared to the last quarter, the ramp up has been significant despite the pandemic and the Omicron which we face during the period of this quarter.
Sure. Mr. Manglani, is it going to have any impact as such on your volumes in the third wave? What is it that you've actually witnessed?
I narrated you the volume growth was 10% in the quarter on quarter and 25% on year basis. Yes, there was slight impact of the Omicron period because the activities were not normal, the schools were shut, the offices were also not operating in full capacity. So we did see that there was some implications of the volume, but overall still the results have been very good, and we could maintain the 10% volume growth because of the backbone infrastructure which we are continuously growing.
Okay, good to hear that. The other thing I wanted to understand was that you won about 14 geographical areas in the 11th round of the city gas auction. Post this, how many areas are under your belt right now, and how many of them are fully operational? Also, how many of them will be operational, say, in the next 1 year's time?
It is a very, very relevant questions. And, I must inform you and your viewers that during this 11th round of a bidding, we participated in 50 geographical area and we have won 14 geographical area. Now, with these 14 geographical area, we got 56 more districts in this country. And just to inform you that now with Adani Gas, we'll have a footprint along with our JV partner in 124 districts in the country. We have got the LOI the last Friday. We have started working on those geographical area. We started developing the plans. Out of this 14 geographical area, very soon in the next couple of months, we will be operationalizing with the CNG in around 6 to 7 geographical area in the early next financial year.
Mr. Manglani, clearly it seems to be on and full throttle with respect to expanding your geographical presence. Can I then assume that the capex plan that for FY23 as well will be robust? Can you tell us what you've planned?
Yes, of course. The capex plan, as we have notified also, will be we have currently around 800 to 1,000 crore rupees is the capex which is being spent in our existing geographical area. This now with the new geographical area, we will be adding another 1,000 to 1,200 crore rupees every year. So on an average, 1,500 to 2,000 crore rupees will be the capex in city gas distribution, and it will keep getting ramped up as we start growing the infrastructure in those geographical areas.
Let's talk about pricing as well, because recently we have seen prices cooling off quite a bit. They're still higher at about $25. How are you expecting prices to remain for the rest of the year? Do you think that we will see further correction?
It is a very pertinent questions for companies like ours who are serving the last mile consumers. During the period October to December, as you also stated, the world has witnessed unprecedented rise in RLNG price because of the global factor, the Europe storage, the winter in Europe, the Japan winter, which severely now they have witnessing. So several other factors have impacted the price rise. So it is actually continuously moving up and down, but currently also the price is in a very high trajectory zone. With the winter settling down, we expect in the times to come, and the Nord Stream pipeline is starting with the gas coming from Russia to Europe. We do expect that the supply of gas will increase to the Europe, and then that will settle down some of the pressure, and the prices should cool down in the next few months' time. But still, prices are slightly higher than what we were expecting earlier. We hope, in the next 6 to 8 months, prices will moderate down, which will help us to expand our base more rapidly and provide the piped gas and CNG on a more affordable basis to the consumers.
And Mr. Manglani, the government is, of course, focusing on going green. It is the buzzword globally. So whether it is boosting the electric vehicle space, there's consumption of renewables that is very much in focus. How will all of this impact your business?
As India is moving at a fast pace from a developing country to the developed nation, we have been stating that India shall witness a a kind of a mixed technology paradigm as far as the transport fuel is concerned. We will see MS petrol will still be sold, the HSD also will be sold and slowly phased out. CNG will continue to remain as a dominant player in the flavor of the season for quite some time. EV, of course, is taking up the shape, and it is one sector which I see central government, state government, and all authorities are working holistically to bring reform. So EV momentum will pick up in India like the other parts of the world. We will also see eventually hydrogen coming up. Then there is a biodiesel, bio CNG, E100 vehicles. All will be coexisting, but yes, EV will take momentum. We are a consumer brand, and both our promoters, Adani Group as well as Total Energies, both are the leading players in the world on the renewable energies. Keeping that strength to our side, we are evaluating EV opportunity, the entire the value chain of an EV as well as the way ecosystem is developing. So currently that EV opportunity is being evaluated, and at ATGL, we see EV as an opportunity and not a threat to our business. It will help us to provide, in fact, the better consumer experience and multi-fueling. So currently that business proposition is under evaluation.
Okay. Thank you for explaining that. And with that, Mr. Manglani, I'd like to thank you for taking the time out and joining us here on ET Now. It's been a pleasure having you on the channel today.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me and ATGL on your channel. Thank you very much.